Today we're talking about a topic that's close to every breastfeeding mom's heart: making sure your little one is getting enough to eat. As a new parent, it's natural to worry about your baby's well-being, and feeding is a top priority. One of the most common concerns I hear from moms is whether their baby is getting enough breast milk. It's so easy to second-guess yourself, especially in those early days of breastfeeding. But don't worry, there are clear signs you can look for to know if your baby is thriving. Frequent feeding is your baby's way of communicating with your body and stimulating milk production. It's like they're placing their tiny milk order with each latch. The more they nurse, the more your body gets the message to make more milk. Aim for at least 8 to 12 feedings in a 24-hour period. Newborns have tiny tummies and need to eat often to grow. Trust your baby's cues and feed them whenever they seem hungry. One of the most reassuring sounds a breastfeeding mom can hear is the sound of her baby swallowing milk. It's like music to our ears. But it's not just a pleasant sound, it's a clear indication that your baby is effectively drawing milk from the breast and filling their tummy. Listen closely while your baby is nursing. You'll hear a soft K sound as they swallow. It's a subtle sound, but once you hear it, you'll know exactly what to listen for. In the beginning, those swallows might be rapid as your baby is eagerly satisfying their initial thirst. As they nurse longer and their hunger is satisfied, the swallows might become deeper and more spaced out. If you're unsure whether your baby is swallowing, try to get a glimpse of their jaw movements. You should see a rhythmic motion as they suck and swallow. A well-fed baby is a happy baby. After a satisfying nursing session, your little one should appear content and relaxed. They might even drift off to sleep with a blissful look on their face. Contentment is one of the most reassuring signs that your baby is getting enough breast milk. It means their hunger has been satisfied and they're feeling nurtured and loved. You'll notice that a content baby will release the breast on their own when they're finished feeding. They won't seem fussy or agitated, and they won't be showing hunger cues such as rooting or sucking on their hands. Of course, all babies fuss sometimes, and not every cry means they're hungry. But if your baby consistently seems fussy or dissatisfied after feedings, it might be a sign that they're not getting enough milk. Wet diapers, a window into hydration. Now let's talk about diapers. Diapers can tell you a lot about your baby's health and well-being. When it comes to breastfeeding, wet diapers are a key indicator that your baby is getting enough fluids. In the first few days after birth, your baby might not have many wet diapers as their body eliminates meconium, the first stool. But once your milk comes in, you should start to see a significant increase in wet diapers. Aim for at least 6 to 8 wet diapers a day. These diapers should be soaked with clear or pale yellow urine. If you're noticing dark yellow urine, or your baby is having fewer than 6 wet diapers a day, it could be a sign of dehydration, and you should contact your pediatrician immediately. Stool frequency, another piece of the puzzle. Along with wet diapers, stool frequency is another important indicator of your baby's digestive health and milk intake. In the first few days after birth, your baby's stools will be dark and sticky. This is meconium, the first stool that's made up of amniotic fluid, mucus, and other substances ingested in the womb. As your milk comes in and your baby starts breastfeeding more, their stools will transition to a yellowish, seedy consistency. This is a normal and healthy sign that your baby is digesting breast milk properly. Newborns typically have 3 to 4 bowel movements a day. As your baby gets older, the frequency might decrease, but the consistency should remain soft. If you notice any significant changes in your baby's stool frequency, color, or consistency, it's always a good idea to consult with your pediatrician. Weight gain, the gold standard. Now let's talk about weight gain. Steady weight gain is one of the most important indicators that your baby is getting enough breast milk. It's normal for babies to lose some weight in the first few days after birth. This is primarily due to fluid loss and the adjustment to life outside the womb. However, most babies should regain their birth weight within 10 to 14 days. After that initial weight loss, a weight gain of about 150 to 200 grams, 5 to 7 ounces per week, is typical for the first few months. Your pediatrician will monitor your baby's weight closely during well-child visits to ensure they're growing at a healthy rate. Breastfeeding is a journey, and like any journey, it has its ups and downs. There will be moments of joy and moments of doubt. But through it all, remember to trust your instincts. You know your baby better than anyone else. If you're ever concerned that your baby isn't getting enough breast milk, don't hesitate to reach out to your pediatrician or a lactation consultant. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more parenting tips.